On July 21st, American Airlines flight 774 was on a flight for boarding. The passengers walked in. Nothing was happening bad. The pilot started coming in the airplane. Co-pilot, can you start the APU of this Douglas plane? Sure. As the American Airlines Douglas plane was flying, passengers kept boarding. It was time for boarding. It was time for departure. As they were ready for flying, they encountered that something was feeling wrong and rusty with the engines, but they did not mind it. The plane officially departed at I think it was 1 a.m. As the co-pilot and the captain communicated, it was not going well for those engines. Those engines, more like a boss battle. Landing lights on. The pilots were just talking about everything. The pilots now got their work straight. Something wrong with the engine. The pilots never knew what happened, so they just, oh well. We did not really care about it. All the pilots commanded to go for runway. All the pilots were commanded to go to runway 33. Another aircraft was on the runway, but it already took off, so they were already clear to go. Lucky, I guess. Not looking in the skies. So, they lined up on the runway, ready for takeoff. Passengers, I'd like to announce to you that we are officially ready for takeoff. As the engine roared, boom, powered ahead. The plane was heading for Orange. Also, the plane was heading for Chicago from New York City all the way to the Loop. A place similar near Chicago City. The plane was already in the air heading for the Loop, aka Orange. But they flew a Delta Airlines plane took off. They were in good hands. But a bit of turbulence struck that they knew that the engines were clearly something wrong. When they checked, nothing happened. As the plane was flying through the air, a Roblox passenger knew this was not a joke. The engineers didn't notice about one single streak that came on their radar. Do you notice that something wrong with their engines? Pilot's captain's eyes were dark underneath. He'd been flying for hours. But he couldn't stop. Need to make his boss proud. But he knows he wouldn't make his boss proud, he would die. So, as the passengers flew by, they decided to enter the city and ship of the Loop. Took a turn and was ready to focus for landing, and then it hit them. BAM! The right engine failure hit the aircraft. A The plane was heading towards the ground. But the plane decided to actually make an emergency land and just crash into everybody. But then it didn't strike there. Then the engines connected all the way to the front landing gear. Whoa! Oh my gosh, land speed, this is not going good. After one engine was down, there was nothing that could stop them. Bang, bang, go. Oh, up, terrain. As the plane was approaching crash mode, thankfully the pilots remembered that they were entering the loop, the airport of the loop. They put their landing gear down, ready for approach. But they never knew what was in front of them. Impact hard for 2 impacts. Number 1, when the plane hit. Number 2, with the no gear, when the nose hit. The plane was over speeding and did not MD-11. Nobody survived this streak damage. Due to the impact, people got flown into the cockpit, and the damages, well, they were not good.